Baby doll, Mr. Blanchard, I quit. Remember those words, I quit. You might have to say them.
Well, David Crockett, I'm going to tell you what. I've been in professional wrestling for 10 years, and I've never quit anything in my life. And I've been in some rugged, awesome, down, dirty, nasty, horrible battles. And I've been in some of them with Magnum TA. And Magnum TA, if you think that all my training and upbringing since I was a little bitty baby is to get on in front of millions and millions of people and say, I quit, and you're a better man, you're crazy. You might be a better man on some given days, but not on Starrcade night, baby, because you're going to be the one that says, I quit.
We're just going to have to find out in the gathering. Starrcade, let's go to the ring now, because in the ring,
at Starrcade 85, the hour of midnight is coming early for Jimmy Valiant and the Street People, and it's going to be the hour of these men. Loverboy Dennis and Beautiful Bobby, the Midnight Express.
The Midnight Express, look at them. Watch them go. They are something else.
Look at that. That time it was Loverboy Dennis with an Irish whip on Beautiful Bobby right into Brady Boone. And you can tell, David, we talked about Starrcade. These two men are primed for Starrcade, and they really got a big test ahead of them.
That's right. They definitely do. Now watch this. Beautiful Bobby. This man is an expert. Coming off the top rope. Puts that knee right in the chest of Brady.
Boone, we've seen this young man. He's really a tough individual. And now George South took that big elbow. I'll tell you what, this Midnight Express, they get more impressive each and every week. Now, I don't think we can really attribute any of their ring success to Jim Cornette, but I'm sure much of their financial success can be attributed to him.
Right. He spent his mother's money very well when he bought this team. You know, I get so excited because thinking about Jim Cornette and Miss Atlanta Lively, Big Mama, and Jimmy Valiant going up against these three. That is going to be something.
We have seen the appearance of Miss Atlanta Lively on a couple of occasions. She, of course, followed Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant around the world, and finally he ran her down. And she now has agreed to be as a tag team partner to Jimmy Valiant.
That's right. And that is going to be something. Miss Atlanta Lively as Jimmy Valiant's partner. Big Mama's going to be there. Jim Cornette and the Midnight Express. Watch these two men. Loverboy Dennis is in there now. They work well as a team. All right. Beautiful Bobby up. Here he goes. Down. Puts the knee. And the elbow into him. Now watch, he just rolls him over. Look at the smirk on Cornette's face.
There it is. The Midnight Express with Jim Cornette. Winners of the match. Our first event on Worldwide Wrestling.
Let's watch it now. Watch it. Go off. He gets that elbow. Watch him drive it right into the chest. Your winners, the Midnight Express with Jim Cornette. American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, 2 times World Heavyweight Champion. Dusty, can it be 3?
David, I think real seriously every night about can it be 3, you know. And sometimes I let my hatred that's inside of me maybe just take me over the edge just a little bit, because I've always lived right on the tip of that lightning bolt that goes through this time and space in our life where you're so quick and time pass you by and you go through and you miss a lot and you grab a lot.
Well, in this case, it's going to be 3. Because I'm over the agony and the deep hatred I have just to hurt Ric Flair, just to destroy Ric Flair, just to get even, if you will, at the Andersons and Ric Flair. And I had to regroup myself just a little bit, David. As you know, when I came back from this thing, because thousands and thousands of letters throughout this country were written to Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, about coming back strong, about being the world's heavyweight champion once again, for the people, for the gathering, for this multitude of people that love Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, and Ric Flair. You showed your true color. Your color is yellow. We know it's yellow. We know it's yellow as the day is long. The streak runs from your cousins down your back all the way to your feet. And talking of feet, my boot, if there's a demon in there, if there's a devil in that boot, then you put it there. And if you think I was quick and fast and mean and honorable, now then you go find out. David had been with me training. He's watched me come back. He was a close friend to Ric Flair. All of us thought and respected Ric Flair. But now times have changed, hadn't they, kid? Yes, they have. Now it's risky business. Risky business for you. Because Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, will become World Heavyweight Champion for the 3rd time. 3 times. And the demon inside Dusty Rhodes is alive and well. And Ric Flair, go to bed knowing right now you're walking around with it. But at the gathering, when we all come together, Dusty Rhodes will be World Heavyweight Champion. Thank you, David.
You heard from the man, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Look at him now. Magnum. He's got the look too, Tony. Look at him. The determination of a man that I can't see him saying, I quit. Belly to belly. Goes down for the pin. He's got him. Oh, Tully Blanchard. You're in trouble.
You're right. There's no sign of a quitter on that man.
National Tag Team Champions, Ole and Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson, as you can see, has a championship that is not his, that rightfully belongs to someone else.
Why do you tell lies here on TV? How long have I known you? Why is the time now taken by you or chosen by you to go ahead and tell these people a bunch of lies, a bunch of untruths? Anybody that has eyes, and I assume that yours work, can see that the belt is in Arn's possession, and certainly that means that it belongs to Arn. Any question?
No, it does not.
David Crockett, do you consider yourself even half a man? Maybe, maybe not. If I came to you and took something, say that tie, and you would claim that's yours, right? If I took that away from you, what would you do about it? Anything at all? If you were a man, you would come and get it, right or wrong?
That's right.
If I came and stole your car, you'd come and get it, right?
That's right.
Okay. This goes to you, Dusty Rhodes, and this is your head stooge, your good friend.
You got it right. I don't mean to stop you. It's 228. I want to ask a question. You said if you took the tie, right, what would you do? Well, what would you do? You'd come and get it, right? Well, then why doesn't Rhodes come and take that belt?
Case closed. Dusty Rhodes, I want to sum this thing up real quick. The only thing that distinguishes you from the rest of the guys that lace up a pair of boots at night is the fact that you're successful. The one-loss record, the injuries that you put on your opponents, that's what separates you from the rest. Now then, Manny Fernandez, this musclehead Billy Jack, Wahoo McDaniels, Magnum TA, and last but not least, Dusty Rhodes.
He is coming after you.
Wait
He's
a
coming
minute.
after the whole family.
You're going to mention something about Dusty Rhodes. I'm an expert on Dusty Rhodes. I've known him as long as anybody. And I'll tell you this. He's got something right down there in that boot. It ain't his foot either. He talked...
And you Jim Crockett Promotions condone it.
Yeah, if we come walking around, it's no good. If we've got something, you're always accusing us. You want to search us and see what we've got.
Enough.
We win matches because we're the best.
Put it in.
No, we didn't do anything.
You
Don't
put
you
it in
come
there.
Come on, David Crockett. That's you right here, and you know I can do it too. And out of such Dusty Rhodes, I don't think I have any trouble doing that either.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of them, for that matter. That Rhodes has got something in that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see him right there, the United States heavyweight champion, Tully Blanchard, with his perfect 10 baby doll.
You know, looking at Magnum TA before this match, and now looking at Tully Blanchard. Look at that. Well, I can't imagine a match. I don't know. I don't think any fans have ever seen a match where two men will go at it, David, and they could conceivably go at it all night. If someone does not say, I quit, they will stay in that ring until someone finally says, I quit.
And for those two men, you've seen Magnum TA in action. You've seen Tully Blanchard, United States heavyweight champion. And he is the champion. You have to give him that. He's held on that championship. Now, there are some questions how he's done it. But the thing is, this man in the ring right now, United States heavyweight champion, can you see him saying, I quit? Can you see Magnum TA saying, I quit? For one of those men to say that, he is going to have to be beat down bad.
And the fact is that there'll be a cage around the ring. Also, will prevent any outside interference.
Are you talking about the blonde bombshell over there? His perfect 10 baby doll?
When he won that U.S. heavyweight title from Magnum TA, someone did come up to ringside.
Yes.
Someone did give him something. Magnum says he knows who it is. We looked over the tapes many times. It was really hard to tell. Obviously, it was a female security officer.
That's correct.
But anyway, the cage would prevent that.
So it'll be two men, and I mean two men in there. Magnum TA and Tully Blanchard. Who decides at the end of that match who the real man is?
Well, you can tell the way that both Tully and Magnum have wrestled in the ring. Oh, my. Look how dainty she looks right now.
She loved it.
There wasn't anything dainty about that slap.
All right, slingshot, suplex. Has Patrick Tanaka down, hooks the leg. He's got him.
There's your winner, the U.S. heavyweight champion, Tully Blanchard, and Baby Doll.
That is going to be some match, Tony. When those two men meet, that's going to be something.
Once again, we take a look at the slingshot suplex. As Tully Blanchard gets Patrick Tanaka up, top of the rope, and then down hard back on the mat. The winner of the match, Tully Blanchard with Baby Doll. Stay tuned and interview with Ole and Arn Anderson and the World Heavyweight Champion, Nature Boy Ric Flair.
You've got a lot to smile about.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, the National Tag Team Champions, Ole and Arn Anderson. Mr. Anderson, this championship belt will be given away to the winner of a tournament. Isn't that correct?
David Crock.
You stole that.
David Crockett, you're out of your mind. You don't have a tournament for something that belongs to me. Why have a
doesn't belong
tournament?
to you.
This is mine. It belongs to Ole Anderson. It belongs to Arn Anderson. It belongs to the whole family. You just witnessed Tully Blanchard destroy a man. He even had on the Anderson colors. So maybe he's got a little Anderson in him. You take him, Ric Flair, Ole, and myself. What crossbreeding did it take to get this much talent in one family? I can't imagine. But if you think anybody, and I mean anybody, is going to disrupt our family business, including Jim Crockett Promotions, you're nuts. And I'll tell you something else. I've been hot under the collar because of what's going to happen or what they're trying to perpetrate on us. You take a look at that Dusty Rhodes. You know darn well that that thing in his doggone boot isn't legal, and don't tell me he don't have anything in his boot. Don't tell me that he's just got his foot in there, because you know, and certainly I know, because I got wrapped upside the head by it. I know Dusty Rhodes, he's got a chunk of steel or some darn thing in his foot. And I tell you what, He ought to be searched. He ought to be thrown out of wrestling. He ought to be barred.
Ole.
He put it right there, and you keep your mouth shut. He's walking around with an illegal weapon in that foot. He almost knocked his brains out. Rhodes, that boot should be banned. You're trying to hurt somebody, and I know who it is. And my friend, you're jumping on the 3 wrong guys, because I guarantee you, if you walk that aisle against us, we're going to take that boot and both legs this time. Woo!
David Crockett, there's an old saying. You don't jump a dog in his own backyard, and you don't mess with family. And we are the family.
We're going to be watching, Rhodes, every move you make.
Kept you out of Starrcade 84.
That's exactly right. You know, Jim Crockett Promotions, hats off to them. They've done it again. Starrcade 85, the biggest athletic event ever. As you said, the Russians did keep me out of Starrcade 84, but that's past. We're looking forward now. And I am going to be in the Rock and Roll Express's corner, and I'm going to do anything and everything to see that they get treated fairly. Crusher Khrushchev, I dare you to step in. I dare you to put your fingers on either one of those guys. I'll be there, and I'm not going to let them down, because each and every one of us know, all of us know, all you great Americans, that the Rock and Roll Express are the uncrowned champions. And I guarantee you on Starrcade 85, they will be the winners, and they'll come out with the World Tag Team Championships once again. It'll be a pleasure to be there, David.
All right, thank you, Don. Hey, Tony, what about the match? I Quit match. United States heavyweight titles on the line. Tully Blanchard. Superstar Billy Graham take on Jim and Mac Jeffers and Vernon Deaton.
There's certainly no man, no personality in the world of wrestling, or in the entire world for that matter, like Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant.
That is right. He is charisma. And the man in the ring, the Bull, the Raging Bull. Look at him. He is fired up. No, we talked about him. Watch him in action. He is the man. And what a man he is. The Raging Bull. All right, Jim Jeffers makes the tag. The Mac Jeffers. Double team. In the ropes. They try. And he catches them. Both men. Comes up. Drop kicks him. That's why they call him the Raging Bull, Tony.
What a spectacular move that was. The double sunset flip, and then he knocked 2 men down with the drop kick. 2 of them.
Hey, Tony, when we say the best, this is the best. Worldwide Wrestling, the Major League of Professional Wrestling. And you see, wow! Oh, he caught him with a good one. He is feeling it. He loves it. Watch him again. The flying burrito. Takes him down for the pin. Hooks the leg. He's got him. Oh, that's fantastic.
It was that quick for this team of the Raging Bull. Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, and that man, superstar Billy Graham, who levels one of his opponents with that big right hand of his. Quite a team. Quite a...
Is the world heavyweight champion. But does he hear footsteps? Is he afraid? What's going to happen to Ric Flair, the Nature Boy?
David, I pride myself, and I put my reputation on the line as never hearing footsteps in my entire life. And you're the world champion, and you wrestle the best wrestlers in the entire world, night in and night out. You don't hear footsteps. I'm what they call a money ball player. When a clutch situation comes up, Ric Flair always comes across. Now, Dusty Rhodes, I broke that foot of yours. I know I broke it. and I'm proud of it. I taught you a lesson that I think you should really pay attention to and think twice about before you think about walking that aisle and getting back in the ring with the greatest world heavyweight champion of all time. But David, you know what really irks me right now? Is he's walking around with a boot lined with a metal toe. And he's made it very clear, not only to you, but the NWA and the wrestling world, that he's going to put that toe to good use when he gets me in the ring. Now, Rhodes, you know, when you walk that aisle and wrestle me, you got to be the best there is. So you bring that metal toe. I saw what you did to Ole. I saw what you did to Arn. I know what you got in that boot. And you better be ready to know that deep down inside Ric Flair, I can be the rottenest, dirtiest wrestler alive. And that's just what I'm going to be. If you're taking no qualms about telling the world that you're going to try and knock my brains out with that boot, saying it's my fault it's there, then I'm making no qualms about telling you, or David Crockett, or Jim Crockett, or the entire NWA, that I'm going to break not only that bad leg one more time, but I'm going to break the other leg, and I'm going to mess you up so bad, Dusty Rhodes, that you never dream about wrestling Ric Flair anywhere in this world again. And if he didn't hear this, David Crockett, the next time you see him, you whisper it in his ear. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair. Now let's go to the ring. There you see it. The World Television Championship belt held by a man that it's not his championship. He stole it. The cousin of the World Heavyweight Champion.
David, in the far right of the screen, there he is, Paul Jones, taking that World Television title belt and making sure...
That's right, making sure no one takes it. What he's so afraid of? What is Arn Anderson so afraid of? Is it that he knows it's not his? Watch this. Look at this. Rocky King. Oh, he's... Good move, good move. Arn drops that knee right across the chest. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. Look at them. Their opponents, when they go in that ring, they know what they have to face. A team that does one thing very well. They wrestle their opponents, they grab that arm, they twist it, and they make them submit. They stretch every rule in the rule book. They're rough.
There's no doubt about it. When you get inside of that ring, the Andersons are the best of the tag team world has to offer. But, you know, we have seen them many times, David, even outside of the ring, do things. Sam Houston, a young man who tonight will go after Nature Boy Ric Flair in a special challenge match, knows this firsthand. He was, I guess, lack of a better word, ambushed outside of the dressing room going to his car by those two men and Tully Blanchard.
You know, that match, special challenge match, it is definitely special. Because like you mentioned, they broke his wrist. They tried to destroy the man several times. This young man, just think about it, upsetting the World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair. This would throw Ric Flair completely off schedule, trying to peak himself for Starrcade.
That's right. That's right.
And then that helps Dusty.
Well, I know three men. Well, I'm going to even say more than three. You can even add in Tully Blanchard. He thought so because he has said so on many occasions. Those men thought that Dusty wouldn't come back. They thought, that's it. That's it for the American Dream. We do not have to concern ourselves with that man again. Now, they complain about the boot that is just there for protection of his foot. When, you know, in fact, if they wouldn't have done that, then he wouldn't have that boot on in the first place. So I think in really, if you look at it, it may be fear that they're talking about. That's why they come out here talking like they do.
That's right. They placed that boot on Dusty's leg. They did. They did it. Dusty wouldn't have to wear it if it wasn't for Ric Flair and the Andersons. Look at the Rock, Ole Anderson. Watch it. Now he tags Iron. Iron catches him. Midsection. Snap mirror takes him over. Going right after that arm. Stomping on it.
The big man, Tully Zane.
All right.
Has that arm hooked.
That's the Anderson move, slamming that arm behind the back. Oh, Doorbuster. Puts that face right into the mat. Rolls him over for the pin. And he's got it.
There they are.
The Minnesota Wrecking Crew. And you see why they call them the Minnesota Wrecking Crew.
The Gourdbuster once again. It's kind of a reverse suplex. He picks him up like he's going to go with a high vertical suplex and then comes right straight down on the front. The winners of the match, Holy and Arn Anderson, they are the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. They are the National Tag Team Champions. We'll be right back.
All the stars are right here on Worldwide Wrestling. With me now, J.J. Dillon and Nature Boy, Buddy Landell.
You know, David, Starrcade is very, very right around the corner, as a matter of fact. Now, I know it's been a year in the planning for Jim Crockett Promotions, but it's also been a year in the planning for one James J. Dillon in my camp. And it's a night where a lot of athletes, when Starrcade is over, can take one giant leap forward in their career. Many others are going to find it a night of great disappointment. Now, Terry Taylor is coming to Starrcade as the defending national heavyweight champion. And I've already made it public throughout the year that I have great plans for this magnificent athlete. Eventually, I expect to lead him to the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. But as I've also said, David, you have to crawl before you can walk. You have to walk before you can run. So the first step forward, of course, is the National Heavyweight Championship. And I'm going to have this man prepared like he's never been prepared for any other match in his career. And, of course, this is where one Terry Taylor falls greatly short because he does not have the benefit of my expertise. But I am going to predict right here and now, champ, that when you leave the ring, Starrcade 85, The Gathering, you will be the next national heavyweight champion.
You know, David Crockett, a lot of people know that Ric Flair and myself, we have some difficulties, but I admire him in a lot of ways. Number one, he's the world's heavyweight champion. And number two, he was going around for so long being Mr. Nice Guy this nice guy that, and all this. And he finally realized when he got down to business what he had to do, and now he's taking care of it, and I admire him for that. Don't get me wrong, I'm still the Nature Boy, and he can't beat me. I am the Nature Boy. But like in the words of the immortal Ric Flair, to be the man, you got to beat the man. Terry Taylor, Starrcade, Greensboro, brother. Not only am I going to beat the man, I don't have to prove that I am the man. I am the man. So the only thing I have to do is beat you. I have to do that. I know that in my heart. But I am the Nature Boy. And if you want to know about a tail kicking, if you want to know about somebody that can take you to the limit, brother, all you got to do is look over your shoulder and ask Magnum TA, or look over your other shoulder and ask Manny Fernandez, or ask Ric Flair if push comes to shove. Greensboro, North Carolina, the Nature Boy, Buddy Landell, will be the national heavyweight champion. That's right, I said it.
I don't understand. I thought Kelly and Cohen was supposed to be.
The Barbarian and also Abdullah the Butcher.
Now, David, I smell excitement in the air, and I'm talking about Starrcade, The Gathering. Manny Fernandez, undefeated in the Mexican hat match or a death match or whatever it is. But let me tell you something. You're undefeated because you never been up against Abdullah the Butcher. The man is going to take you all the way out in The Gathering, and that is a promise. And then, Superstar Billy Graham. You've got too many irons in the fire. Reminds me of this little boy brought his report card home. He had 3 F's and 1 D. His daddy asked him, what do you think your problem is, son? He said, well, maybe spent too much time on the D. Well, that's exactly what you're spending too much time on, Superstar. Arm wrestling, you ain't gonna get it. And then defeating the Barbarian in the Gathering. You haven't got the guts. You haven't got the ability. Let me tell you something, my men on the Gathering are gonna be more than ready. And let me tell you, I am not going to be embarrassed again. I'm sick and tired of it! All those people are going to witness this! And Paul Jones, #1, the Barbarian and Abdullah the Butcher of the Gathering, we're going to shine!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard from Paul Jones. Now let's go to the ring for that special challenge match. There you see him, the World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair. His challenger for this special match, Michael Samuel Houston. This man, a young protege of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and Magnum TA.
In this match, David, obviously, Ric Flair has the experience and everything on his side. But Sam Houston has absolutely nothing to lose.
He has one thing that a lot of people went by, and that is desire. Walking now. Across the road. Sweat now. Down on that. Picks him up. Hard slam. He's ready. Ric Flair realizing this. Rolls out. He's trying to change the tempo of the match right now. The World Heavyweight Champion, realizing, hey, this young man could do it. Look at him. The intensity of his face.
Going outside of the ring like that, taking his time, getting back in before the 10 count, is just a part of the ring savvy of the veteran
Right.
Ric Flair.
Now watch him now. Oh, what a chop. Houston, look at him. He's not getting up. Fighting back. Both. Oh, what a chop that was. Swept by Houston. High back up. Far down the net. Goes the champion. Drop kick by Houston. He tried it again. Once too often.
Once too often, Ric Flair was ready. Hey, Sam Houston was ready for that also.
Now the champion. He's in that corner. Houston wisely stays out. Ric Flair is dangerous in that corner.
Well, the things he has done in the past to Dusty Rhodes, we can't really, say much more about that because, he has done it and no one really likes it. However, one thing you got to give Ric Flair, there's no man as prepared for a match as Ric Flair.
That is right. Watch out. Takes him out. Now here he goes. He goes right out after him. Rick now. Chops him. And another chop. Catches him again. Houston trying to fight back. Rick. Short punch right to the mouth. Now he comes back in.
Now we're going to find out, does Sam Houston have what you really can't teach a man? Does he have that burning desire? The World Heavyweight Champion has thrown him on the floor. He has hit him with his best chops. And look, the young man still wants to come back.
Watch out, Rick. Caught him again with a chop. Picks him up now, pulls him in. Has him try to snap him. He's got him in a backslide. He's got it on count of two. Almost. Johnny, you said, does he have the desire? I think he does.
Well, he's shown me a lot in this match so far, and we're just in the first couple of minutes of the match. He's really...
Look at him.
Still fighting back.
Yes, he is.
Still fighting back.
Oh, good right hand. Down. Quickly rolls him up for the pin. Two. takes the champion down. Gets him again, backs up, catches him again with a hard right hand to the head. Headlock now. Rick picks him up, suplex. The champion always thinking, Tony, always thinking.
Just when you think Ric Flair is taking his last breath in a particular match, he comes back with a belly-to-back suplex and really applied it right on target.
Look at that. Drops that knee right to the head. Goes down for the pin, and he kicks out.
Just to show you the ability of Ric Flair, that quick, when we thought Ric Flair was down, that quick he came right back, and now he has the advantage.
Get him. Goes over for that pin. Houston, though. Tony, this young man, he's not giving up. Flair now is mad. He's mad. He wants to count this young man out. He gave him just the time he needed. Houston's got his breath now. Oh, hard shot by Flair, and another shot. Houston still fighting back. Headlock now by Flair. They go in the ropes. Good tackle by the champion. Drop down by Houston. Puts the leg. Houston's got that leg. Look at him. He's going right for the leg.
Great takedown by Sam Houston, David. A great takedown.
Rick went right to the eyes. Takes him now. What's he going to do? Throws him right out on the hard floor. Houston trying to come back up. You've got to give it to this young man. He does have the desire, Tony. And Ric Flair realizes this. He's got to stop him. Can he stop him? Good shoulder. Oh, stops that flip. Has him hit. Oh.
Not a bad move at all by Houston. However, Flair was prepared, and, well, once again, that's why he's the world champion.
All right, Flair has him up. No, Houston. Houston got him. Rolls him up for the pin. Oh, count of two. Headlock, here they go. Across in the ropes. Good tackle by Houston. Comes in the ropes. Oh.
Went to the well too many times.
You just can't repeat yourself with Ric Flair. Up. He's got him up for that suplex position. Hard down on that mat. Look at Flair. He's limping.
He really is. Really favoring that leg.
Look at him. Locks that figure four. He's got him in the center of the ring. Can Sam Houston? Can he break it? Can he get to the ropes?
That's it.
But Rick's not letting go. Look, iron now. He's going up.
Flair showing that figure four. He's showing that figure four lock.
Over. Dusty Rhodes. Dusty's in there. He grabs the leg of Iron. Catches him hard. Going after both men. Look at him. Hey, Tony. Look at Dusty. Look at Dusty. Right there. He's got the boot on. He's got that boot. He's got that specially made boot. Now Ric Flair's going, no. He didn't want any part of it. He goes out of that ring. He's pointing to the boot.
Right now, Nature Boy Ric Flair claiming that boot is loaded. It's not loaded. It does have steel reinforcement because of the injury. Oh, my, here they go.
Ric Flair and the Andersons, they made that boot. They caused it to be made. Now they have to deal with it. Ric Flair now has to deal with it. All right. We've got it. They're coming.
Oh.
Rick goes right back out. He won't do it. He won't go in. There you see him. There you see that boot. That specially made boot.
That boot is there for protection. Worldwide Wrestling is a presentation of the JCP Sports Network and has been furnished to the station for broadcast at this time in exchange for commercial consideration.
7:30, the Pittsburgh Spirit traveled to Baltimore to take on the Blast for fast-paced professional indoor soccer action.